This video will show you how you can get gold in all of the different Art of Wars. This will be a comprehensive showcase / guide on how to do so, how you get gold with early economy, late, basic combat, early siege, late siege, advanced combat as well. So if you're interested in that, stick around. I'll leave timestamps in the description below. So if you're struggling with one of these Art of Wars, then go ahead and you can find them there. Let's get into it. The first Art of War we're going to take a look at is early economy. This is the one where you're going to go to the feudal age as quick as possible. You don't want to delay too much early on. You just want to be fast with your gathering and getting your sheep. So let's get into it. So when we start, we queue up a lot of bills, and then we go ahead and we find the deers, which we have over here to the left side. So the deers are one of the best ways to get food. It's a higher gather rate food source. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to gather these.
But deer are a faster source of food than farms, berry bushes, or sheep.
Now we're just going to kill all of the deer here.
Build a house
Build the houses.
you have 2 or less remaining population capacity.
Build the house, and then get on gold with 1 villager. Since we start with a deer start here, what we can do is we just need to get 1 on gold,
Well done.
and then we put 1 on wood.
Mill is complete.
1 wood bill,
Consider
gather the
survival techniques to make
wood
your
we need
hunt
for
more
house.
effective.
As you can see,
Your
we need to get
villagers
21
chop
bills.
some wood.
And we only have
Send
20
one of
pop.
your villagers to build a lumber camp near the closest forest.
You don't need to build a lumber camp. You just gather the straggler tree. Then you get back food. Again, the deer will give you a really high gather rate. So it could even be an idea to, you know, go a little bit heavier on gold here. Let's try that. And maybe we'll need 1 more in wood. And what we're going to do is we're just going to gather enough food so we get all the bills we need. And enough for the age up. If this is a little bit fast paced, then I'm sorry. That's just the way I am. I play at this speed. It's back and forth with control groups here. I have a bunch of guides on hotkeys that you can check out on my YouTube channel. We gather the food. The deers have a higher gather rate than sheep. That's why we went to the deers early. So we're just rallying onto the food.
To construct a landmark.
We can just start constructing the landmark.
To finish this challenge.
I like to do that with, you know, 2-3 bills here. Let's get another house. Always continues to scout. Again, this challenge here, you don't have to be super optimized to get gold. You basically just need to get 21 bills with constant villager production. That's the hardest part if you're a new player. Get your landmark, and then get to the feudal age. And we're just waiting for the final bills to come through. I believe the fastest you can do this is 5 minutes, because it takes a certain amount of time to make these bills. So, again, back to the whole idea of we can't really go wrong here. Right now, all the food and gold we're gathering is just kind of, you know, besides the whole point. We've got the landmark, we got the food and gold we needed, and we just need the bills. So we need another 4 bills. And so now we're about to complete this challenge. We're getting our last villager through here, and we should be getting the gold medal at about 5 minutes here. This is probably the fastest way to do it. You get the fastest timing by having constant uptime on your TC. The next challenge we're going to take a look at is going to be late economy. So here we need to set up a bustling economy within 10 minutes and 30 seconds. We have to complete this challenge. We're going to be trading, we're going to be making multiple town centers, and we're just going to be constantly producing villagers. There's not any military action here, we're just managing our economy. So let's skip ahead. We're playing as the Rus. Oops.
To complete this challenge.
Okay, so we make vills. We immediately make a second town center. Second town center is important because it allows us to make more villagers. We need 80 villagers, 30 traders, so we should have constant trade going, like this,
You now have the resources
and
to
constant
construct a second town center.
villagers production.
Build it near resource deposits so that your villagers have easy access to them.
This guy keeps talking, but I'm going to say something here. So basically the rule of thumb is, to make constant villager production, you need foreign food for 1 TC to be producing.
Excellent.
So when you look at your economy, you basically have 4 per TC. Right now we're going to overgather. We're going to go up to 1 more. And take this guy off here. So now we can make constantly villagers out of our TCs because we have 8. 4 per TC. Now we're going to gather wood. We're going to add another town center while we constantly make traders. The traders will bring us gold. And so that should be enough gold for us to constantly make those. We could even go for a second market. Now we rally wood. This guy can probably rally it over here. It's a bit more effective. And we can scout up in the meantime. Don't care too much about it. But just the small things here we can make more efficient.
A lot of food to produce enough villagers and advance to the next age.
So we also need to get to the Imperial Age. I recommend setting up 3 TCs first. Then we're going to get some lumber upgrades. Do we have wheelbarrow? We don't. So let's prioritize getting the wheelbarrow. Then we get some gold coming in here. And I'm going to sell... I'm not going to sell just yet. I'm going to put some on gold. It's more efficient than selling.
Now is a good time to build extra markets to produce more traders.
Lovely camp.
Traders are crucial to a booming economy because they boost your gold income.
And now we're just skipping out on trader production a bit.
At the same time.
We're going to go into a second town center, then we can stop making taking stone pretty much.
Select your economic.
Now we have the stone we need, and we can get another town center. So let's get that. We're going to put it right here. Then we're going to put all these villas here over to the deers, because we need to gather for the next stage. These guys here, they can go onto the deers too. Actually, I put them on wood here. And then I'm going to continue to make traders. Every time we have 60 wood and 60 gold, we can make a trader. We have some deers up here we can go for. We have a pond here. But we're just going to stick with the 3 TCs. So TCs being town centers. And we're just going to full produce. Get a few more upgrades so that we can get the most out of our economy. And this is pretty much, I think, the best way to go about this challenge. I think we're just going to stick to the tier 1 upgrades. There's no requirement here to get tier 2. And for the duration of this, they won't pay off in time. You just get the tier 1 upgrades. We could consider going for fish as well, but not a part of the challenge. We don't need ships. We have a berry over here we could go for. Again, with all this extra wood, you can also consider making some farms. So we're going to do that. We'll make some farms here. Cool. Just make these villas here, they have less idle time from walking. We're just gonna make them build some farms. Still need a lot of traders. So I'm actually might just consider making another market here. And I'm selling a little, I'm buying a little bit of wood here. And I'm gonna go a little bit heavy on wood. Still need a lot of food, so just gonna send these guys over here to the deer. And we can take these guys. We can build this. Is this gonna be gatherable? It should be. Absolutely. Cool. So we could actually send more villas over there if we wanted to. I think we're gonna do that. Just gonna gather a bit faster that way. Continue to make traders, continue to make villagers. We get extra wood here from the Kremlin. Now we actually have gold enough to go next stage because we need 3,600 resources, 2,400 food, 1,200 gold. I'm just buying a little bit of wood here to make traders a bit faster. And I can see I might even go for a third market. Just need a few more. And then I'm pretty much done with the challenge. A bit more food. I'm gonna start aging up now. Just go Spetsky Tower.
Constructing a landmark and advancing to the next age.
Okay, we're
Don't
pretty
forget
much
to keep
done.
producing villagers and traders while you're building the landmark. You
This
need
takes
additional
full
houses
time,
to produce
so this is not the same as the previous challenge.
Build extra houses to increase your population capacity.
Building more houses, building more traders. Getting the Spetsky Tower up here, the Imperial Age landmark. And I hope I can sync this up correctly. I still need to get a few more villas. So if you wanted to perfect this, maybe even consider a 4th town center. I think it could be done. But yeah, landmark's almost up.
You need additional houses to produce more units.
And traders come in. Now we just need a few more villas here.
Population capacity.
More houses, so we don't get pop capped. I'm just making more traders. It's a good habit to just continue to Build up your eco. More vills, and now we should pretty much in 15 seconds have completed this challenge. So, triple town center, just full vill production, and I think we're pretty much done. Let's get the last one through. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and we're done. Build a booming economy, completed in 7 minutes and 54 seconds.
Great.
So,
Your
I'll probably
town
be done
economic
a minute faster, maybe 30 seconds faster, but that's enough for gold. Now we're going to get into basic combat. This is Art of War, where we start to take a look at how units interact with each other. This is, again, pretty simple. We want to have as little unit losses as possible, as few unit losses as possible, I should say. And then we're going to pick the
Each
right counter
military
units.
unit is unique.
Here we see some horsemen. The natural counter to the horsemen is spears. The natural counter to spears is archers. The natural counter to archers is horsemen. So you want to click the right ones, which is obviously going to be spearmen. So now we can go and we can fight the horsemen. We want to lose fewer than 16 units, then we get gold medal. I'm going to try to see if I can just lose maybe 0. It's really hard with pathing and stuff, so I might lose 1 or 2 units just because they all target 1, even though it's the counter unit. Hit the brace, instantly attack. And then I'm going to pull away the ones that get damaged. So this spear here is getting targeted, this spear here is getting targeted. I'm just pulling them away. You can see they're getting chased.
Well done.
And then it's over.
Now a group of enemy spearmen is coming from the north.
So spearmen are coming. We want to
Choose
go
the
archers.
right unit type to counter
Now
them
we're going to
before
introduce a concept called kiting. So kiting is a way for you to do damage with archers while you're moving and just sort of
See this
maximizing
sparse
your
forest near the road?
damage
Use
output
it to hide your units and ambush your enemies
without
as they
taking
pass.
damage. So we have our archers. We're going to line formation them. So press Z. And then you want to attack, move backwards, attack, move, and move backwards. I use A, click on the ground like this, and then move
Here comes
back.
the enemy.
I'm going to show you
Ready
here.
your units.
So once they've fired one shot, I move back. And then fire another shot, move back. Fire another shot, and move back. Now we can keep running a bit because they will tire out like this. And that gives us more time. Just like this. This is the best way to do it. If you don't keep running for a while there, you will continue to take too much damage. I've just deselected one archer here from my control group,
Those
and
raiders
that
won't trouble you again.
makes me not lose any units. If you lose one archer, it's fine, but you can avoid it that way.
Attacking from the south.
Now
This
it's horsemen.
time They're bringing archers.
Now I remember having done this before, and it's kind of difficult because they will all target one of your horsemen. So it'd be a good idea to just line formation them here instead of going to the forest, because the first horseman they see, they will all target. That's kind of the same thing here, so we want to pull away the first one that gets hit.
Ready your
Otherwise,
units.
it's going to be a unit loss. And we're going to go ahead and run at them. That guy's getting targeted. This guy too. We pull away the ones that get targeted the most. This guy too. And I think we don't lose any horsemen this way. Yeah, this seems good. We pull that guy away. And send the other ones in. And that's how you don't lose any horsemen. Don't use the stealth force,
Those
and you will
archers
lose one.
have shot their last-
So normally I would just, against a horseman spear comp, just say go full spear. But we have to
It is
pick
a
2 of
good
them,
idea
so we're going to go
use
spear and
melee
archer.
infantry as a shield to block incoming enemies and protect your vulnerable ranged units.
This is going to be a little bit more difficult because there's a lot more from the opponent's side here. So I'm not sure if I can get this completely right, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to line formation the spears, and then I'm going to line formation the archers. I'm going to attack move with the spears, and I'm going to shift click all of the spears like this.
Here comes the enemy. Ready your units.
I'm going to fight, pull away, pull away, pull away, pull away. Pull that guy away. This is going to get a lot more difficult. Pretty much just lost 2 units here.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's okay.
Those raiders were no match for you.
Yeah, I lost 2, but again, maybe you could kite more here or something. That would probably be better.
Archers and horsemen is launching the final attack from the south.
And now it's double. So now it's archers horseman. You probably want to go spear horseman. If you want to get this one right, you need the archers to not target your spears.
Look closely.
Again, I would go full horseman here.
On the flank. Use it to ambush and divide the invaders.
So I don't know if the AI is going to purposely target my spears. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this to divide the damage. What I want to do is I want to put the horsemen on top of the archers, and the spears are going to be attack moving onto the horsemen.
Here comes the enemy. Ready your units.
The horseman actually keeps running in front, so I'm actually just going to pull these a little bit further back. And I can let my spears deal with the horsemen. Put these guys over here. Just do it like this. Put the archers on top, well, the horsemen on top of the archers. Like this. Yeah, they are targeting. Okay, yeah. That makes it more difficult. Okay, initially they were targeting. Now they're not. So I lose like, what, 1 unit? That's okay. Let's at least over here. Yikes.
Well done.
4 lost. It's okay.
Attacks and kept your village safe.
Again, you could keep reiterating this and do it over and over again if you're tired of losing just 1 or 2 units. It's okay. I could probably get this down to 0, but I also don't want to waste hours trying to just get a number down. So that's okay. Yeah, I hope that helps explain this basic combat challenge. The next challenge is going to be early siege. We have 6 minutes here, and what we're going to be playing as is the Mongols, and we're going to be going aggressive with a big siege push. This challenge was made before the mangonels change, so I don't know if I can make only mangonels. Maybe I can. But I basically just want to spam mangonels and play this like spear crossbow comp, where you have your spears and crossbows on top of your siege. And we can lose units here, but we obviously still don't want to. We just want to go aggressive here. Now there's a fortification on this tower, but we are basically going to take down the tower without taking any damage here due to the range of the mangonels. They're already coming at us, so let's go ahead and move into position. And cut here with the archers. They have no upgrades. We also don't have upgrades, so we should do fine damage. Just use the mangonels here. Do good damage to opponent. Now we move the mangonels because we need to save time. So we want to go to the next fight. Now, up against something like mangonels here, you can use mangonels to counter mangonels. That's how the siege system works today. That's what we're going to do. Basically going to get in range, and then up the mangonels. And the enemy mangonel. Pull that one back. And then fire on the enemy archers. Go burn this. And go for the next one. This can fire here. Want to take archer fire. Burn that. And we continue forward with our mangonels here that are being targeted by the tower. That's fine. Take the gate down. Burn this tower. And take that down. Can even use our scouts if we wanted to. They have also torch damage. Might lose 1 mangonel here to this tower, but it should be fine. Fire 1 more volley. And then we're fine.
The soldiers have broken into the enemy camp.
Now we move forward.
Do not let up.
We need to take down the town center and the Kremlin in the back.
To claim victory.
So there's a group of archers here. We're gonna fire on those, kill them. There's another group here. We can spread out our mangonel fire a bit. We're gonna lose our units. Now we can use our mangonels and the men-at-arms. We want to use full torch damage. Okay, now we target the PC, the town center. We burn down the town center as well. We need the damage. But this is gonna burn now. And while it's burning, we can move our mangonels, our infantry, and just take the rest of the damage through here. Take down the TC. We move forward. We need to take down the Kremlin now. That's our next goal. Archers do really good damage to the enemy springalds. So we need to watch out here that we don't take all this collateral damage. Right, that's pretty much done. And now we need to take down the Kremlin. And again, we can outrange the Kremlin. We don't want to take too much damage from it, so we just let the mangonels do the work. We could speed it up a little bit because of the challenge. We don't necessarily have anything else we need to fight now. So we're just going to send in our units as well and start burning. The most important thing is we've kept all of our mangonels alive. So, not too difficult. Just like that. The next one we're going to do is Late Siege. So, Late Siege involves taking down a huge town. We're going to play as the Delhi here, I believe. Haven't played this through in years. So we're playing as the Delhi, which means we can go for any tech that we want to. You should just get all of the technologies. And then we probably have an army here. Yes. So, up against all these units here, what we want to take down, we want to use probably trebuchets.
You can also research additional siege technologies at the madrasa, the Delhi Sultanate's version of the university.
We focus on siege works first.
Every second
Trebuchets.
for these technologies to complete, however, is a second lost towards earning a medal.
We have some melee, some ranged. We have our siege. We can even get the trap damage. That is this one. And we can even get, you know, Sprinkle if you wanted to. It's not too important. So, don't want to rush in too fast with the elephants. We want to take out the towers first. We need to kill all the landmarks within 6 minutes. Like a TC or something here? No, it's just aesthetical. Ah, okay, so they start going in. That's actually annoying. Because I need to deal with the rest of the stuff here. Stay outside of the range of these things.
Your enemies are now sallying forth from their walls.
Okay, here they come. Here's the archers and the spearmen. Men at arms are good for dealing with them too. Okay, try not to lose our trebuchets here. Extremely suicidal. Just be patient here. Take that down. I wonder if this is taking too long. Oh, we're getting resources slowly too. I didn't even see that. Are we not? We must be. Oh, should probably wait a bit here. For the gate. The damage already came through from the trebuchets. Now we can go. Let's go. Now we take down the chapel.
Walls in ruins. The heart of the city is now vulnerable. The enemy town center lies within range.
Okay, gotta use the spears here. Just a little bit of micro. Start work here. This is gonna be pretty hard, actually. Maybe it would have been better with bombards. Here, that's burning. Let's move our siege engines. Take down this one over here. And just stand here with the trap.
You have raised the first
Make a
enemy
trebuchet. Ram. He's gonna come fighting again. We stay on top. Yeah, the TC will go down pretty quickly. And now we're pretty much done here. We start sending units this way. Can we go around this keep? I think we can. Pretty easily. Take down the TC one more round. There we are. Move. It's down. Target the Breckness Cathedral.
The enemy town center lies in ruins.
Okay, they're firing now. That's good. I remember this being harder, but I guess that's if you go bombards or something. Maybe you spam rams. I don't know. I think you just want to go trebuchets. It's pretty simple that way. You don't have to deal with
You have
the
destroyed
front stone wall
second
towers.
enemy
And maybe you
landmark.
can even skip the stone wall
Enemy
towers and
town
just go
center and
through
landmarks are
the gate.
obliterated.
I think that would be even faster.
Well
But we got the gold medal, and so I assume this is fine. Let's get to the next one. So for this challenge, we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can lose fewer than 3 units. So we have to pick the right unit comp
As the game progresses,
to deal with the opponent's composition. See
the
it?
force of
There we
enemy
are.
men-at-arms is approaching. Choose a
We'd
group
like to
of
take
units counter them.
crossbows. We just need a lot of time to kite, so we're going to single target. If we have 10 crossbows, we one-shot them in our arm. So, fire, and now we move for a while. We wait for them to tire out. Do I not have pathing issues here? Move. And they're still charging. It's incredible. Okay. We can probably shoot faster than this, to be honest. I'm going a little bit too slow. Okay, that guy. Didn't all fire. And then move. Yeah,
Well
pretty
done.
simple.
You have defeated the men-at-arms.
Slight micro.
Right unit type to counter them before they reach the village.
So crossbows, pretty much just want to use horsemen. It's pretty simple. Crossbows get countered by archers as well, and spears. But for a challenge like this, I think the best counter is horsemen. I'm going to line formation them.
Here comes the enemy.
I'm going to take down
Ready your units.
crossbows. Pull back the one that gets targeted. Oh, we're just waiting for the crossbow. Gonna line formation to get the best line here. And let's go. Okay. None of them actually got attacked particularly hard. I don't think we need to pull anyone back. Just kill them. There we are.
Excellent. Your
That's
village is
very
safe
easy.
from the crossbow. A new wave of enemy knights is heading
Knights.
to your village.
Gonna make spears here.
Produce a group of defenders. to
Spears are
hold off
still the
enemy.
best, because we get a lot of them for quite cheap. And we're basically just saying, lots of spears, lots of bonus damage, and we want to brace them first, the enemy knights,
Here comes the
and then we
enemy.
just get us around and
Ready
do
your
good
units.
damage with our spears. We're gonna go ahead and attack move to get the brace. Like this, and attack. Pull away the 2 damaged ones here. Yo, I lost the spear. They all targeted the same one. That is actually so unlucky.
You have shown that with the right
Goddamn
strategy,
thing.
even hardy
It's pretty difficult to get this right, and you can end up spending a lot of time trying to lower these numbers. We're up against spears and crossbows. I think we're gonna go for horseman
Enemy is
archer.
now
Just
attacking
kite the
with
spears
two
with the
different
archer and
types
then
of
send the
units.
horseman afterwards.
Spearmen and crossbowmen are now approaching from the south.
Another comp that would be good here is
You
just
can
like full
also
archer
choose two
or
different
like
groups of
crossbow
units
archer.
to defend your village.
Of course we
So
can't
this
go full
sparse
archer.
forest near the road,
There's
you
also
can use
stuff
it
like
to hide your
spears.
units and
can work
ambush your
too.
enemies as they pass.
Gonna send some
Here
units
comes
down
the
here,
enemy.
then kite.
Ready your units.
We're gonna line formation and kite. We're faster than the enemy spears because we have HRE archers. They move at 138 tiles per minute. Or per second, sorry. And they move at 125. So we will always be able to kite. Just gotta be careful with the charge. So, one shot, move. 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 And now we move a little bit longer to tire them out. Hope they don't get a charge. They don't. And shoot. Move and shoot. We just keep doing like this. They have another charge coming through now. Now we will take some damage. And send in the horseman from the back. Because this fight will be pretty simple. We send in the horseman. And then we gotta be careful that we don't take all the damage on the horseman. They are not firing on him. Okay, now they are. Pull back this damaged horseman. No! I don't want to lose him. That was so close. I didn't lose anyone.
Combination of unit types.
That was way too close.
Sending men-at-arms and horsemen to attack your buildings.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go for
Select
classic
two different
defensive
groups
comp
of
here.
units to
Spear,
defend
crossbow.
against the attackers.
Spears, of course, will take some damage from the enemy men-at-arms. The crossbow should be able to do pretty well. And we're just gonna go ahead and make a conclave up here.
Impassable cliffs next to the road allow your ranged
Conclave,
units
meaning
to
we get
fire
pulls
down
around,
on
they
enemies
don't. They have to
without
run all the way
opening
around.
themselves up to immediate counterattack.
And then later we can put the spears on top of the
natural choke
crossbows.
points leading up to the cliff.
Put a hold. Maybe that works. We want to target the man-at-arms first. Even though we're probably mostly going to be firing at these guys. These are the ones we want to fire at, actually. Good. So we just attack. Pull away this one guy. They're all going to take damage. Pull away that guy. That guy. This guy. Yeah, we got this.
Good work.
Didn't lose anyone.
The enemy raiders could not overcome your superior army.
So that's just defensive comp, really good. Blocked him, and then we just shot all the man-at-arms one shot.
Prepared to attack.
Things- Knights and
Choose two
Austrians,
types of
classic
units
comp.
to defeat the enemy's
Typically you go
final attack.
spear horseman. But I'm thinking, if all the knights charge forward, I don't want spears. Maybe I want crossbow. Man-at-arms can also work. What if I go crossbow, man-at-arms? Does that work?
Select one of the allied buildings in the center of the village to deploy a group of units.
Let's try. Man-at-arms won't take a lot of damage. There's only 5 knights charging, so I can pull away the damaged ones, and then single target the knights with the crossbows.
Here comes the enemy.
Let the man-at-arms just do the work.
Ready your units.
Let's try. They're probably going to charge a little bit in the beginning, so if I leave my man-at-arms here, maybe I can single target a bit. Yeah, here we are. Okay, this is going to be difficult. Pull away the damaged ones. Oh, shit. This is where it gets difficult. Move away. Kill. 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 Are we doing it? I think we are. Kill. Move away. Move away. Yeah, we got it. We're not gonna get fewer than last time. We did lose 1 unit here, I think. Damn, it's unlucky. I'm so close to beating it.
You have
But we
defeated
managed to
the
do
enemy
it with gold.
village.
We did it with only 3 units lost. And I would say like those were all kind of pretty hard to avoid. So I'm pretty happy with how this went. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it useful in your own Art of War practice to see how you should be doing this. And yeah, hopefully you can get gold in all of them. Shouldn't be too difficult. Once you've done the Art of War, of course, start doing some skirmish, start doing some campaign, maybe check out some of my videos and maybe go into multiplayer already. Don't be afraid to do that. Ranked is there to put you against opponents at the same level. So if you are at Art of War level, you'll probably be in bronze or silver, and that is perfectly okay. Set up with a build order, you'll be perfectly fine to go into multiplayer. Alright, that'll be it for me today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the paid membership videos that I have on my channel as well. They cover more professional level topics in AoE 4 and also some coaching content. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.